What's up, everybody? Welcome to Southern Life. On today's video, we're going to build a little model house in Lehigh Acres, Florida. I own a piece of land in Lee County, and we're going to explore how we can turn our little piece of land into a little tiny home. And there's going to be one interesting thing about this home is that you're looking at it here completed in the final phase, but it's actually going to start off as a small tiny home, and we're going to build onto it eventually and make it bigger. So I hope you guys like this video. Alright, everybody, so I want to show you guys the plan for the property that I'm building, and I'll explain everything you're looking at here. Alright, what's up, everybody? This is Jose. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be looking at the plans for a house that I want to build. Just a quick video, nothing special here. So this is the lot that I own, which is 80 across the front, 125 deep. You can see these lines on the outside. I'll explain to you guys what everything means. So this line is at 35 feet right here, and this is called the front setback. I believe it's 35 feet in Lee County where I'm at now. I'll get the setbacks later, but for now let's assume it's 35 feet. It could be 40 or 30, I can't really remember. It's usually 35 feet or something like that. So this is how far your house has to be from the front of the property. And then you can see my guy right here. He's standing on the easement. You can see my electrical post is centered on the lot. Normally it's on a corner. Normally this post would be on this corner or the other corner. But because I got a discounted lot for cheaper, it's in the middle. Now I can pay the county to move that, but we won't be doing that. We're just going to leave it centered because you can't really see the vegetation on this, but I'm leaving a line of vegetation along the front, so this post is really almost covered by the vegetation. You can see the driveway is going to come in right through here, very close to the post, right to the center. This little green mound over here is the septic field. There's no city sewage, so you have a septic tank, which will be right up in here, and then this will be my septic field. Now, I built a house exactly like this in Naples, Florida. It was a single wide mobile home that was 12 by 60, and I turned it into a house. Didn't have any problems with the permit process because it was built in 67 and the building code wasn't until 68. Therefore, they couldn't make me comply to the building codes. So as you can see, this is almost an exact replica of the property. I mean, I know exactly how I'm going to build this because I've already built it. The only difference is that my door used to be on the side over here, and I'm going to have a front porch with the door, a double French door facing forward. The exterior plating or stucco is going to be either a baby blue or white. It's not going to be yellow, but for the purpose of this video, I kept it a yellow so it would contrast nicely. You can see there's a monoslope roof. Monoslope means that there's just one direction of the roof, and in fact there's a little bit of a flat area up here and at the bottom, but that's only for decorative purposes. It's really going to be a monoslope roof. Means it's not going to have that. It's just going to be a flat roof, or I might make it like that. It's going to depend on what the engineer says. So I know exactly what I want to build. I just have to send it to an engineer, have him draw it up. And the good thing about the lot is it's got good elevation. I'm going to make it nice and flat all throughout. Doesn't seem like it's going to cost too much to make that. And because it's a small home, it's not going to need 50 or 40 dump trucks. I mean, I could probably get away with 20 to 30 dump trucks, if that. Because the home will have to be, the grade of the road's over here somewhere. The lot is actually about 18 inches above the crown of the road. So it's already got good elevation. There's a lot of vegetation. There's going to be an oak tree right here. Palm tree here, palm tree in the front. There's a lot of palm trees. There's probably 20 palm trees, mature palm trees on this property, and hundreds of little ones. It's a very tropical looking lot. And so what I want to do is that I want to have just double doors in the front. It's going to have a 6x6 door in the front. And again, this is going to be 12x48. It's a little bit smaller than the one I built in Naples, but I'll manage without it. I'm trying to cut costs. I want to have a big giant window on the side that'll be in the kitchen living area out here. Bedroom will be in the back with one window in a corner. And also on the other side, there's going to be a window right here on top. So there's going to be a very long, tall window, so that the reason my other house had this window was for privacy. The window wasn't at eye level, it was further up, so it would let light in without blinds, but I would have privacy because my neighbor couldn't look and see us. We'd be down here, so we could have this window always open. So I like that concept. It was a nice concept, and that concept is nice. So I actually built an entire home just like this in Naples, Florida, but I didn't have to have it inspected. But I did build it to engineering specs of hurricane codes, which means that I would be okay understanding what the county would want. So I already know what I'm building. I want to go with pavers, red pavers, driveway, shaped something like this. And eventually I might have pavers, you know, little walkways and stuff throughout the whole property. If I were going to build a building, it has to be behind the end of the house. So here's the end of the house. But as you can see, and this is to scale, this is a measured out, so this is to scale, so you can get a proportion of the space that I have for a building would be somewhere here in the back. Let's actually measure it. We have 25 feet. So we have 25 feet in the back of the house that is for a structure. And I think you have to be 10 feet from it in Lee County or 5 feet from it. In Naples, it's 10 feet, but in Lee County, it can come up to 5 feet, I believe. In other words, the shed can't come up to that. There's plenty of space. I mean, from here to here, you have. So on the side of the house, we have, let's see here, 24 feet. Now this is 25 feet to the almost 30 feet to the setback. Now what's going on here? Let's just leave it there so we know that. This is called the side setback. So you're supposed to leave. I think I left 10 feet. Yeah, I got 10 feet, but it's likely to be 7.5 or 10 feet on the setbacks. I'm gonna go with 10 feet just to play it safe. So you can't build any structures in this setback, and I think I gave it 15 feet in the back. I believe it's either 10 or 15 feet in the back for the setback. So if it's a 10-foot setback, then I would have 30 feet for a shed. I believe that the shed cannot be any larger than the home in square footage. So a 400 square foot home, 480 square foot home, something like that. 500, whatever. The building in the back could not be bigger. In the back corner, right up against the setbacks for the side and the back, is where you put your well. So there's the well right there. You are in well water. So I understand exactly what I'm building. And this is a very low cost project. Normally a house in this vicinity would be $300,000 to $400,000. I think I could pull this off at under $160,000 to $170,000. That's me doing a lot of the work, and that's an incredible price for a home in this area of Southwest Florida. I could probably knock it out with $196,000 at worst case scenario. But as you can see, there's a to scale person with a guitar and a dinosaur shirt. So that's what I'm planning on building. It's very simple. My trucks would go up here in the front, and there's plenty of space on the back if I want to put up sheds or gardening or whatever. And there's a lot of vegetation that I'm leaving. In fact, there's an oak tree right here that we're going to have to contend with. Palm trees here, palm trees there, big palm tree here, lots of palm trees over here. So lots of palm trees. The entire property is full of palm trees. You guys have seen photos of my lot. It's covered in palm trees. Now, so yeah, I know exactly what I want to build. Very few windows, very small square footage. The nice thing about going with a monoslope roof is that it gives you the ability to make additions later on. For example, here I've drawn up this addition on the side just randomly. Looks very modern and sharp. You can see there's a big back porch, which you don't necessarily have to be that big. That back porch can actually be a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller. You could, grab this and put it here, make it bigger, make it smaller, whatever. It doesn't really matter. But what we did here is that we did a monoslope roof, which means that there's only one slope going in one direction, and that way we can turn our tiny house into a very nice, you can put a garage on the side. In this case, I did kind of like another room. It almost looks like another little duplex, which is kind of accurate for Southwest Florida real estate prices right now. Just to turn a little efficiency, you can see the septic mound is in the way here. The septic drain field mound is in the way, but that's okay. We're still missing landscaping here to make this really look sharp, but you get the idea. There's a lot of benefits to going with a monoslope roof. One of them being that on this side of the house, I'll be able to build if I go with a normal gable style roof. Now, gable means that you have, this on this side and like a V, like a normal house roof, is that you cannot make additions to it later. But since we're starting with just a tiny house, if we make our drain field, septic tank field, drain field bigger and septic tank big enough, we'll actually be able to, in the future, also the electricity and other aspects, if you overcompensate when you build this little tiny house on the electrical and the septic tank and all that, so that if you wanted to pull permits in the future to make it bigger, it wouldn't be that hard. So you can make an addition like for a little Florida room, or you can even see a garage door on the side of this. Notice that this is also a monoslope in itself right here, angled towards the back. Imagine this little stucco house in Lehigh Acres with a nice little Mercedes-Benz in the front. Isn't that cool? So yeah, there it is. Hope you guys like it. If you guys like these videos of me designing and building stuff, let me know. We can build a whole much more. I like this idea. I mean, if I could gather the resources to build this on my little lot, it would be awesome. There's actually a house in Lehigh Acres on Alvin and Buckingham that's built kind of like this, except for on this right here, they have like a flat roof, which I don't like flat roofs, but with a flat roof, with a little balcony and all that. Nice little modern looking house. There it is. Hope you guys like it. And if I could build this on my lot, it would be awesome. But right now, it's all on the drawing board. If you guys like these videos of me designing stuff, let me know. And I can give you guys a general idea, kind of create a few floor plans for you guys. This one right here, very practical, very nice for the area. Back porch, you can really enjoy Florida. I mean, you're missing a door here, obviously. You would want a door here. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm sure you would want a big double door here. And again, I'm just going to do that. Actually, that wood would look really good if you did a wood door as well. There we go. Looks much nicer. Costs a little bit more. But this wouldn't be a $400,000 house. I mean, this would be like a less than $220. You know what I mean? Very affordable little house, even at today's building costs. This wouldn't be that expensive to pull off. And again, we have it's supposed to be on the corner. Unfortunately, it's in the center. But whatever. There it is. You guys like it? I definitely like it. Very cool little project. Not bad at all. Giant back porch in the back. Be really cool to put a little chimney right here, but of course it's Florida. If you were out in the west, what I would do if it was out in the west, I would put a chimney right there. A little fireplace right there. Can you guys imagine a little brick or natural stone? I think red brick would really offset nicely. A little chimney right there would look awesome. I can already see it, but we're in Florida. We're not going to do that. But up north or a little bit further north, that would make sense. And everything here is to scale. You can see the setbacks. My well in the corner. I left 15 feet in the back, 10 on the sides, 35 on the front. So this is actually to scale. In other words, if I wanted to build this, this is to scale. I might just save this thing. Let's go ahead and save it on SketchUp. We're going to save it as, we're going to call him the Buckingham Palace. Let's call it a Buckingham Modern. That's the name of this model. We're going to save that. as a Buckingham Modern. I hope you guys like it. Very neat little design.